Do you have a 401k and some savings for future retirement, but don't even know if it's enough to live off of? How much is enough? How often are you thinking about it? The team at JPEX Financial Group can help set your mind at ease. We specialize in creating strategies in the planning and managing of your financial, educational, and investment needs. We help clients pursue their investment goals with sound financial strategies. You deserve a personal, tailored plan. Lasting, meaningful, and open relationships are the foundation of our practice. You've worked hard for your money and should feel confident in your investment choices as you make decisions for your financial future. Your goals are our goals. We are dedicated to your needs and hopes for your future. Visit our website and give us a call at 860-430-5397. Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Services Advisors, Inc. JPEX Financial Group, LLC is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. JPEX Financial Group is located at 78 Eastern Boulevard, Glastonbury, Connecticut.
Hello, world. It is I, Frank, speaking it real. Um, Today we actually don't have Carlos. What a surprise, right? We have actually Anna with us. She's backstage. She's gonna join us today. She's done several shows with me in the past. At some point, she had her own podcast. She's taken a hiatus, but I'm sure she'll be back one of these days. But look, we got a bunch of stuff to talk about. Let's bring on Anna and get going.
Hi,
How you doing?
pretty good. How are you? So glad to
Uh,
be on.
yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a while.
I know. If I'm rusty, don't laugh.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. I get laughed at all the time, anyways. You know. Hey, you know what? First and foremost, keep in mind that you could hear us on any platform. Wherever you get your podcasts. We're part of the CMG group. We have all types of podcasts. I mean, daily news, sports, politics, murder mystery, a whole bunch of stuff. So by all means, come follow us. Come follow Corvo Crest Media. Follow Speaking in Rio and all our shows. So either way, we're gonna start jumping right into it. My first topic at hand, we're looking at year-round schooling. All right,
Okay.
what
You're
happens here? Yes. So Florida. Oh, damn! I lost my notes. Hold on. So Florida's proposing a bill to create a year-round schooling pilot program. All right,
okay.
pretty much meaning that school's going to be around for 12 months out of the year.
With no breaks.
The, there's going to be some breaks, but you're not going to have that 3 month summer break.
Okay.
I saw it and I'm like, no. Why are we going to have kids in school year round? So I'm not for it. I don't agree with it. And to me, it's just, hey, the kids are not going to have a break, even though the program is it has some type of differences within, like it's going to be quarterly, and I think then you're off like 2 weeks or maybe even 3 weeks. But I still don't like it. And the plan is, if the bill passes, is to launch it next school year. Actually, no, I'm sorry, the 2024 and 2025.
But they've been wanting to do year-long schools for years and have never done it. Now, there's other countries that do have year-long school, but I think if they're going to actually teach them something instead of what they do here in Georgia is just teach them to pass the state test, I would be for the all year round school. I think for a certain age, maybe like middle school through high school, I think it'll prevent a lot of kids from getting into bad things
I
and a lot of
disagree with
mischief
that.
during the summer.
Well, okay, so in this, yes, mischief in the summer, I get it. But how about when they're off 2 to 3 weeks at a time? Aren't they still going to get in trouble?
Well, not as much. Not as
But
much. I mean, I think they should include activities, sports, and things like that back in the school like they used to instead of these private groups, or what are they called? What are they called? Remember
uh,
when we were in school, the clubs or whatever they are? In
they
school
still
we
have
had
those.
but in school we had football, basketball, baseball, volleyball, all of the above, soccer. I don't remember paying that much I remember doing fundraisers and things like that. But I don't remember paying $500-600 to be in a sport. So I think
Um,
if we were to do an all year round, that we have to offer these extracurricular activity for these kids then. Because I think as parents we'll be paying more taxes.
Probably. I just don't think that year-round school is necessary. I think kids do need breaks. Kids need to mingle with other people, not just the same people in their school all the time. You
So
know,
what if they changed the semesters and did more academic and sport programs in the school?
but the schools already do have academic and sports programs still. At least here in Miami, they do. I'm not sure up in Georgia, but here in Miami, they have sports. I mean, my nephews are in sports.
Mm.
My son's gonna, he's, as a matter of fact, even in middle school, he was in sports. You
Okay,
know,
yeah.
they had a flag football team in middle school. They even have basketball teams and stuff like that. So, to me, the whole thing of year-round schooling just doesn't make much sense. Just really for the simple fact that you know you have kids need a break. Just like we need a break from our jobs at times.
Yeah, okay,
Even
so
though
how many weeks vacation do we get?
three, I get three.
Okay, you get 3, so it depends on how many years you've been at your place of employment. We manage to work all year round and still get a break, and we're still doing it. We have weekends off. We can still go on vacations. I just think they just need to teach kids more. Bring
They
back
do, but
not
I
here.
right.
Like, are your kids learning cursive?
I don't think so.
See, they're not going to even know how to sign their name.
But my question is this: do we really need cursive?
Yes, we do.
When was the last time you wrote in cursive?
I write in cursive all the time.
I don't at all. I sign my name. All I put is my initials. Or there's times where I sign my name and I put a happy face. and
Are
that's my favorite.
you kidding me? That's like people that couldn't read and write back in the old days. They would just let them put an X.
I mean, I do it to eat shit. I mean, but I could do cursive. I just do again. I don't know many people that use cursive nowadays either.
Well, it's
So I
because
don't even
everything's
know.
on computers. But how are kids going to know how to read things from the past that are in cursive?
You might have a point, but how much of the past have you wanted to read? Senator Elizabeth, U.S. sucks at work. Life balance is so 3 weeks vacation is absolutely not enough. Kids shouldn't have to be on year-round school. They need time to be kids, and I completely agree with that comment. Kids need time to be kids.
Okay, so I agree, kids need to be kids. However, the past two generations, what is the percentage of kids that have not been able to be kids and have turned to drugs and gangs and things like that because they're off because their parents still have to work? What are they learning? What are they doing? Mom
Um,
can't afford to do extracurricular programs for their kid. So what are they doing?
okay, hold on. So parents work. So you're saying because the parents work, the kids are out in the streets?
Yeah, a lot of them are.
But those are the ones that don't have that home life. Kids don't join gangs or get into drugs just because their parents are busy at working. That
No,
now
that's true. That's true.
they
Some
don't.
of them do
But
it even with parents.
right, I understand where you're coming from, right? But I think it all deals back with the upbringing of the child. Like, look, I know kids that mom is not involved. He lives with mom, okay, and I could pick up and drop off that child, okay,
Hmm.
and mom won't even know, okay. The kid has had to wait on his front door for mom to enter the door, and mom was just too tired. So when the parents are around and they're 24/7, I'm gonna say, and this is my opinion, that majority of those parents that are around, those kids don't get into trouble. Now, and what we mean trouble is street trouble. You know,
Drugs, alcohol.
right,
Well,
right.
I know one kid that parents were around and just chose the wrong friends.
That happens.
And exactly. But I think I'm going back to I think that even part-time or whether the kids are going full-time, I think the schools need to teach them more life. Let's put it this way. I think they should teach them more life basic skills.
I mean, but that's a whole other topic altogether, right? I mean, basic skills teaching. Do they need to? Yeah, but that also
Not
falls on the parents.
well, yeah, but
This is
not
exactly what I just said. Parents need to teach life skills.
life skills exactly. But I don't like the fact that my tax dollars are going to prepare my child just to pass a state board test to see how much the school is going to make next year.
Okay,
But why aren't they
but
teaching my kids
isn't that?
important things?
But hold on a minute. Hold on. Even though they're teaching them to pass a test, and I get it, but the kids are learning. Whatever it is they're teaching them, they're learning. Because if they pass the
Yes.
test, that means that they're learning again. Whether whether we're talking about a history lesson or whether we're talking about fucking calculus that they might never use in life.
There's only
It's
two subjects that my daughter was concerned about passing. If she passed these two milestones for the state of Georgia, she passes to the 7th grade. Doesn't matter what she does in all of her other classes. She has to pass the Georgia milestones on math and the reading.
right, language arts.
Yep, the language arts. Now she takes it upon herself to learn more in her other classes, like the Spanish and the other
Right.
classes that she has. But like, why aren't they doing it like when we were in school? We had 7 classes. We had to pass all 7 classes in order to pass to the next grade.
Agreed. Elizabeth Wright. Agreed. Schools shouldn't teach for the test, but for actual understanding the material. But having year-round school won't change the curriculum the schools have set. You're right. It won't. Having year-round school won't change the curriculum. I think it's just to give the kids more time to learn.
Yes.
Okay, in the sense that it's just going to be more time in a classroom. And to me, again, I'm not for that. I don't plan to be for that. I mean, I don't think that I'm gonna end up seeing year-round school, at least not with my kids. Maybe my kids can,
Mm-hmm.
but I hope they don't have it because to me, it's like Elizabeth said earlier. Kids have to be kids. You can't have them be just little robots going to school on a regular basis like that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh look, what was? Hey, look, here's my year-round school. This is what you're gonna see forever. No, thank you. I wouldn't want to do that.
See, now I could see if it's year round where it would be where they go, say, February to November. They get December off and January and then go back.
That's what we have right now. Then kids
Nope.
go to school. Kids go to school
Oh, yeah.
from August to beginning of June. July. You got June, July, and majority of August. So you have
Two and a
about
half
two and a
months.
half months. Same shit we have right now, except you're gonna cut it shorter for a couple weeks. Not worth it because you're essentially what you're saying is just go from until probably the week of Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All the way to February. It's exactly what we have now. It makes no sense, But talk about being at the wrong house. All right, this was a child.
Oh, I
He
remember this one.
yes, he's a 16-year-old kid. Okay, I didn't put his name up because I just didn't, but a 16-year-old teenager, he was sent by his parents or by his mom to pick up his little brother and sister.
And he got the address wrong.
You're right. He was off a street.
Right. Because I
All
think he
right.
was supposed to go to like 115 Terrace, was
Street.
it?
No, he was supposed
And
to go to 115th Street, and he went to 115 Terrace.
yeah. And then he was, yeah. And then he was shot. Now, what time didn't they send him late at night?
It was late at night. Okay. They sent him. Let's see if I find the time here.
I think
The
was
shooting.
it 10
The
o'clock?
shooting happened. Yeah, the shooting happened at 10 o'clock. Okay. My biggest issue, here is what was this guy thinking? Okay. How here? This is a child that was shot. This guy.
Poor thing.
Okay. I don't. I understand someone comes knocking on your door, you don't know who they are. Man, you obviously, given the fact that it was a glass door, okay,
You can see who's on the other side.
depends. I mean, I never got to know if the door was, if it was, what do you call it, shaded or so, but kid's knocking on the door. He's not a criminal. Or he can be. The guy didn't know that, but you know what? Don't open the door. Call the cops.
Exactly.
Why shoot the kid? And from everything that I've read and everything that I've seen, the only thing this guy told police was he fired immediately after answering the doorbell when he saw Ralph pulling on an exterior door handle, according to the probable cause document obtained by CNN. That doesn't matter. See, he thought that Ralph was trying to break into the home, and he was scared. Due to the boy's size, he shot him.
Oh, wait, put the picture back up of him again. That is not a very big kid. How tall is he?
Let's see if I find out. I mean, he's 16 years old.
He doesn't look like a scary. He
Kid,
doesn't look like a scary, like I think if I went to my door and I saw a big, you know what I mean? Bulky, juicy person, I mean, okay, that would scare me.
supposedly, the guy said that when he went to the door, he saw a person that was approximately 6 feet tall. Okay, so the kid might be pretty big. He might be a tall kid. But again, it doesn't give anybody a right to shoot him.
I agree with you on this one. 100% I agree with you.
Right, the
I
kid,
agree with Liz.
of course, look, you know what? I not that I agree, right? Because I don't agree on things like this. But I could have, how would I put it? There's no understanding as to why you're going to just pull a trigger. Okay? At least in this case, other than the guy's white and he saw a black guy come up and he shot him.
Mm,
It's
yep.
the only thing that I could think of with this because, you know, the kid went knocking on a door. He opened up a door, blah, 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 knocked on the door. Okay? He didn't try to open the door. He didn't try any of that.
Right.
So I really
So
don't.
then I think my questions would be, has there been crime in that neighborhood before? Are there any reports of break-ins? But if I'm not mistaken, it's a good area, isn't it?
I don't know. That I really don't know, but hold on. We could kind of try to do a search for the address.
Yeah, I mean, because if it's a high crime neighborhood and there have been on the news that a 6 foot black male was coming to, break into houses and blah, 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 then I could see, okay, I might be scared. Still not to just shoot somebody that's 6 foot tall and black, you know what I mean? But
Absolutely.
if this kind of stuff doesn't happen in the area, has not been happening in the area, either way, whether it just doesn't justify him shooting the person that came to his door.
Correct.
So
I
it
mean, I'm
kind of does
trying to
make you
see.
wonder if there was a 6 foot white guy that was grabbing the door, would he have done the same?
Probably not. He probably would have opened the door for him and said, "Hey, hi, how are you?" Occurrences like these open Pandora's box about gun control. Occurrences like these open Pandora's box about gun control.
but it's not the he's 86 years old. So we already know that he was raised in that era for discrimination.
He's 86 or 80.
I thought he was 86. Is he 80? I know he's in his 80s. Either way, being in that era, he was born. I mean, he was around.
He's 84.
Okay, so 1960s when there was major discrimination and things like that during his high school times. That I mean, he's part of that era.
Right, right.
So I would like to know more of his background.
Of his
Like
background, well,
of his background. Well, I mean, because that's all I kind of know. I can only assume. Because for all we know, he had a girlfriend for several years that was black. You know what I mean? So I don't want to write it off, and I don't think it should be written off as white guy, black guy. You know what I mean?
hmm
Like, I think there has to be, I think whoever's investigating this situation needs to like answer those questions. What type of crimes been going around in those areas? What's in the news, you know? Are people afraid? Check out his history too, you know? Is he formerly part of the KKK, or, you know? Has he
I
had
who knows, man? And to get that, that's rough because you need his
exact
family to talk.
exactly,
You
but
know,
I mean, was it right for him to shoot? No. But there's a reason why he shot. Why? Why is that reason? It's not just that he was afraid for his life.
I guess we're not really gonna know. You know,
un-
unfortunately.
Unless they do
I mean,
unless they investigate.
yeah. What yeah, but I mean, at this point, I don't even think they're gonna investigate.
See, but that's wrong. That is so wrong, because then it just turns into a black young man was shot by a white man. It becomes just two different races. I think it just causes more animosity against skin color.
Many people will argue that it was justified because the homeowner felt the kid was on his property.
But he can still be on his property,
Ye-
and you can't shoot him in the
Right.
front,
I
or
mean,
you can shoot him in the back.
if I remember, I'm trying to remember the word for it for the and it's not stand your ground. What's that wording? Castle doctrine or hold on, I'm gonna look for it because there's a saying where you're allowed to protect your home. Um,
Yeah, you're allowed to, but they have to be inside of your home in order for, well, at least in Texas it was like that.
no, yeah, no. I mean, here it's the same thing. In order, if you shoot somebody,
You're protecting your property.
right? But
I'm not going to mention any names, but I'm going to tell you a situation. So there was this person that was at my house that sucker punched me, and I punched her back. Wait, but I could have killed her and wouldn't have gotten in trouble, according to what law enforcement at that time had told me, because she had already physically attacked me and I was defending myself.
I don't know. I know that in Florida it's a little different. I mean, you have the right to defend your house, okay, but if your life is not in danger, that is different. But nothing in that man's past can explain his behavior, regardless of whether he had issues with race or not. The fact that his first response was violence was a valid one is wrong. Absolutely. The guy didn't think about anything else. Again, the guy goes back into that. To me, the guy's a racist.
But you can't say that because if you don't go back into looking how do you know for a fact that he would do that to a white person?
Again, you don't. But if you don't, if you're going to go ahead and shoot without asking any questions or knowing, and your life is not in danger, you're behind a goddamn door.
But
The
he's
guy,
still, but it
that's a
shouldn't be
racist. To
about
me, that's
black
a
and
racist.
white.
But it is. It is about black and white.
But okay, but you don't know if he would have shot just anybody that came to his door at 10 o'clock.
I don't know. You're right. But it's turning into
That's
a
what
black and white thing.
it's exactly. That's my point. It's turning into a race, black and white thing, not this person shot this person. Now, do I think the older man should be punished? Yes. Regardless, because what he did was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He shot a human being, an innocent human being, without asking questions for no reason at all. I don't think it should be he shot a black person. I don't think it should be turned into a race thing because if you don't know what his past is and he doesn't have anything, like, don't turn it into a race thing. You know what I mean? He shot a human being. Should he be punished? Yes. Absolutely.
Well, I got a question.
Okay.
Why are his lawyers then petitioning to seal his case files? There's something being hidden.
Okay. Then in that case, investigate. If they know that there's something in there and that it's a race based off of racism, then I think his punishment should be higher. I think anybody that commits an act based off of racism should be higher punishment
And look,
because you're proving that you hate somebody based off of their skin color. That's wrong.
mm-hmm. So this guy scared for his life, supposedly, right? The saying is castle doctrine. Castle doctrine is where you could use deadly force to protect your home, right? As a matter of fact, also known as protect your castle line floor, giving individuals the right to use deadly force to protect themselves against an intruder in their home.
In their home.
The castle doctrine considers its person's home to be their castle.
Okay, but in their home, was this kid in his house?
He was on the
No.
property, but he wasn't. No, I agree.
He was on the front porch. He
So
was not by not being inside of the house, he's not causing a threat.
Right. So again, it's a white against black thing.
Well, if they're trying to seal something in his past, then I would have to agree that yes, it is. And he should be punished more than a regular I'm a scared crime. You know what I mean?
Yes. So let me ask you a question. What do you think about Jesse James Decker?
I think Jesse James Decker with her sister, I'm sorry, but I would have done the same thing if I were the United employee. I would have made her pay for shit.
We haven't gotten there yet. We haven't gotten there
Okay.
yet. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
I was just saying, just in general, what do you know about her? Who is she?
She's a singer, isn't she?
All right, so you know as much about her as I do, because I didn't even know what she sings. But this wonderful lady, I know I didn't. Thought I put a picture of her, but I didn't. So Jesse James Decker claims that United Airlines is a joke because her sister was humiliated over a popcorn spill. Look, when I first heard about this, okay, I was like, Number one, who's Jesse James Decker? Apparently, her sister is also married to some Toronto Blue Jays baseball player, right?
Right, right.
Which I really don't care. But this lady, the sister was on a flight. Matter of fact, her sister's name is la 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 Sydney. Yeah, Sydney.
Yeah.
So she's on a flight with her two kids
2-year-old and a 5-year-old.
and a 5-year-old.
And she's
They made
22 months pregnant.
right. No, so the kids made a mess on the plane on the floor. They're exiting the plane, and the 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 flight attendant stops her sister and says, "Hey, you got to pick up after your child's mess." I find that perfectly okay.
Hmm.
This Jesse James Decker thought that it was wrong. So
Why?
my question to you guys, to anybody that's listening, is: was Jesse James Decker right, or was the flight attendant correct?
I side with the flight
You know,
attendant
I do too. I'm sorry,
because she
but
doesn't get paid to pick up your shit.
no, you don't.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sorry, but if my kids make a mess, hey, you got to pick up your mess. Just because you
exactly.
have money and you're able to, splurge a little more or whatnot or the other does not make you any better, all right, in
I
life
agree.
than me.
I agree. If not, have the fucking nanny pick up the kid, pick up the mess. If she's that well off, you know what I mean? Let the nanny pick up the. Where's the nanny?
Definitely, definitely, definitely. So I guess we completely agree on that one. We don't need to
Yes, we
beat this.
agree. We agree 100%.
Yeah, we don't gotta keep beating this one up. So
Yeah, Jesse James is a joke. At first, I
yeah,
thought it was the porn star Jesse James.
no, I sorry, I don't know who the Pulse are. Just. So, damn New York. Did you know that New York became the first state to ban natural gas stoves and furnaces in most new buildings?
Really? Well, they don't want meth labs to blow up. It'll take the whole
Look,
building out.
look, let me tell you this. And this is something that really bothers me about this country. All right. And doesn't matter if you're a Republican, doesn't matter if you're a Democrat. Okay. I really don't give a shit. What I've seen as of late is people making decisions in government, right, for us. Let's take New York right now, right? They ban natural gases and furnaces, right? I said,
Right.
in all new buildings. Don't you know that natural gas is cheaper than electricity?
Yep.
Okay, so as opposed to me spending like here, right? I got no gas stuff. I spend about $200 on electricity a month. Okay,
Which is still cheaper than me.
right, but my house is smaller, so it's kind of, you know, it is what it is. But if I had a gas stove, guess what? I'm going to pay less electricity because that gas stove, guess what? Spends a lot of money. Okay.
Well, I've noticed that during the winter, my gas bill is always higher, even
Well,
though I have electric everything except for my gas stove and my gas furnace that runs all year round.
well, that's because probably in the winter you're not using the AC as much.
I,
When you use your heater, is your heater what, a furnace, or is it just from the AC
it's
itself?
with the AC.
You have the central
It's,
AC with the heater. Okay,
yep.
that's gonna waste more electricity, obviously,
Right.
because
All year
your
round,
heater,
all year round, my electricity is like 400, $500.
that's a lot.
During, during the summertime, my gas bill is only about $45, $50. Come winter, my electricity bill is about $300, $400, and my gas bill is about 150.
because you're using more gas.
From what? From the water or from the stove? Because we cook the same. It's only connected to the water heater and the stove.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't live in your house, so I can't even tell you that. But going back to what I'm saying, it's one of those where this government and obviously New York, right? Who are they to say that I can't use natural gas, right? Florida. Who are they to say that I have to wear my seatbelt?
Oh,
If I
that's
don't
a
want to wear
safety
my
issue.
seatbelt, that's a safety. Yeah, but you know what? Look, it's a safety issue to wear it. It's a safety issue not to have it, also, or not to wear it. It's both, because it could save your life with it on, and you know what? Majority of the time, it saves your life. Okay, but it could also kill you too.
Right.
Okay, so let's go with Florida again. Abortion laws.
Oh,
Okay,
I,
guess what? The abortion law kicks in January 1st, right? I think it's not going to kick in January 1st, though. But what's his state? After 6 weeks, you cannot have an abortion, right?
because it's right. But it's not their body.
But again, who is this government to decide what I'm going to do with my body? What I want to do. If I want to wear a seatbelt, that's my problem. If I don't want to wear it, that's my problem. Yes, I know the statistics. I get it. But I don't want to wear it. Do I make my son wear one? Yes, I do. But I'm an adult. I choose not to wear it. Why are
Did
you
you
gonna? Go ahead.
choose to vote for those people?
I don't. I mean, the seatbelt law has been around since before I even was
I
able to vote.
know, but the people that are in government, did
No,
you choose to
no,
vote?
no. I
Did
didn't
you
vote.
vote at all? You didn't
Yes,
vote. So you
I
don't have a
did. No, no,
say.
no, 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 no. I did vote.
Oh, you
I
did
didn't say I
vote.
didn't
Okay.
vote. I didn't vote for them.
Uh-huh.
But it goes back to and I had this conversation today, and I was told that I'm not biased, right? Or that I'm biased, that I don't look at the big picture, that I don't look at everything. Okay, like I no longer watch Fox News or CNN News.
I don't watch the news either.
I watch the news.
I
I
don't. I
just
really don't.
I just think Fox is full of shit, and ask CNN. They all have their agenda. The media has their agendas. All right, so
Yeah, I agree.
okay, but going besides that, again, going back to my point is, why is it that the government decides everything for us when
Because
we
we
live in
have allowed them
live
to
in a
years.
free democratic state? Not democratic. Well, yeah, democracy.
Because we
That's
technically don't.
we don't.
We have given them control for so long, and I don't understand if people don't like it. We, the people, need to stick together and do what they have to do. You know what I mean?
Yes,
That's what it
I
ultimately comes
completely
down
agree.
to. Why is it fair that they get paid a shitload of money to make decisions for us and tell us how our tax dollars are going to be spent and everything for their salaries, but you, my son, and everybody else in the military is getting paid shit for defending this country.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that. I I I I I don't agree that they should be in that much control of our life. However, we have allowed them to do it for so many years, so it's customary now. How do you change it now?
I don't think you can. It's hard. You got to vote them out. Bottom line, you got to vote these people out.
So it still comes, then we get, okay, so we vote them out. Then who makes the decision?
Whoever we voted in,
But whoever it is, isn't there still going to be half Republican, half Democrat?
probably, probably, but we have to kind of figure things out. I don't know, man.
So we have to pick the right Republicans and the right Democrats.
Yeah, basically. But moving on, I want to discuss this one: unnecessary purchases. I have. This is just personal experience, and damn, Elizabeth went off. She went off. She damn it went off. But so unnecessary purchases, right? What do we do with those? What I mean, do we just go out and just hold on? So unnecessary purchases, right? Let's jump back again.
Okay.
Why?
I have a lot of unnecessary purchases.
What causes us to do unnecessary purchases?
Sales, a
Sales.
deal,
Uh huh.
um, the I want, not that I need. I think I need it, and it becomes important, and then you find it on sale, and then you get it anyways.
Well, I never make unnecessary purchases. Never.
I think I call bullshit.
Let's see. There's always a reason to buy something.
Yeah, because it's on sale.
Well,
That's my problem.
well then I have a question.
Okay.
Like I got a new desk, right? Before this part here was not here.
Hmm.
My desk was probably about hold on, about from there, about maybe a year long. Okay, let's see. Frankie, that is absolute bullshit. That you never make unnecessary purchases. I said that on purpose just to get a rise because do I make unnecessary purchases? Um, this, um, my flag back there. I saw it. I wanted it. Do I need it? Is it important? It's important to me.
So
Did I
then
need
it's
it?
necessary.
Not really, but I didn't need it. Okay, what else? I where I have my monitors on. It's about a box this high.
Uh,
Do I really need that? No.
does it help you work?
List of not really because I could put my chair up and down. I mean, I could be down here, or I could be up here. So it doesn't really matter.
I'm
But
trying to help you justify your purchase.
no, man, you're the king of unnecessary purchases.
So am I. I'm
But
going to show you this. Can you see this? Hold on.
since I'm the king, that makes her my queen. So yeah, but
You
that's an
see
air
this?
freshener.
Wait, but I didn't need it, but I bought it. You know how come?
So to make your
Because it
car
was
smell
only
good.
$2.94. No, because it was $2.94.
Interesting.
Yes. Okay.
But you
Wait,
know,
hold on. I have one more perfect one for you. These leggings are still in the bag, but I bought them because they were super cheap. They were $3.95. I do not wear this color.
The fuck? That's a completely unnecessary purchase there.
But it was only $3.95. I have a shirt I think I can wear with it, but I
Oh
haven't.
boy.
I
No.
buy a lot of shit on Amazon because I belong to a lot of these groups that give you like 90% off. Oh, I can tell you a good purchase I made. So I saw one of these hacks on my little group, and I did a pickup from Kroger for Arm& and Hammer laundry detergent, right? It's $2.99, buy one get one free. If you did a pickup, they gave you an extra $15 off, right? So I ordered 12 of them. Well, they didn't have 12 of them, they only gave me 6 of them. Okay? But they gave me the wrong size. They gave me the 76 load instead of the little 36 load, right? Guess how much I paid for it because he gave me a coupon to make up the difference because $3.81 for 6 laundry detergents.
That's not bad at all.
That's a good unnecessary
So,
purchase.
as- yeah, but no, but because eventually you're gonna end up using them, so it's a necessary purchase.
Right, but
That's a
I didn't
deal. That's a deal. So in
exactly.
the long run, it saves you. I mean, look, did I really need this portable desk?
Uh,
Probably not. Okay, I can tell you that I went to my sister's house and I saw the desk because they got the same desk except a different color.
uh-huh.
I saw the desk and I looked at her husband and I said, "I want that desk. Where did you get it? I like it."
And was it from Amazon?
Yes.
I love
No, you
Amazon.
look, look, look. You see, she even agrees. No, you didn't. No, you didn't need the desk. And I'll tell you this: I got the desk. I went to my sister's house. I think it was on a Tuesday. I ordered the desk, and by Wednesday I had it.
See, I love Amazon.
No, the Wednesday I had it. Yeah, I had it. Yeah, because I came from home from work. So yes, by Wednesday it was at my door. I had
Yep.
it built and everything. Now
Nice.
I moved everything around on the desk because I wasn't happy to how I had it set up. So it's one of these like corner desks like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and it goes to the corner. So I had everything towards the corner, and I was like, no, didn't like it. I moved it back to how I had my other desk. This desk is how that it's it's bigger because it's longer, right? Because it takes more
Right.
space, but it's smaller in depth.
Gotcha. Well, that's like mine. I made mine. Mine's a corner desk as well. But instead of putting it against the wall, I put it and made it into a box so that I have my office
I think
space.
I've seen that before. I've seen it,
Oh yeah, you
right?
did see it the last time. I think yeah, I was out of the closet.
Oh, you finally came out of the closet?
I came out of the closet.
All right. Look at that.
And now I'm gonna have an even bigger room. So that I'm
Well,
excited about that.
I'm going to tell you somebody that always had the get go to bring people out of the closet. All right. This man right here,
Jerry, Jerry,
this guy right here
Jerry.
was the man, all right, of daytime talk shows that had just the world spinning because I think this show aired like a little bit after school was out, and I
Yes.
remember, and I remember I wanted to come home and see it because this show there was always a fight. All right. Unfortunately, I mean, what I think this show ended in like 2019, 2018, around there. Yeah, 2018, the show ended. All right,
Damn.
and unfortunately, he lost his a battle to cancer
Oh,
last week. No, I'm sorry. Was it? Yeah, he did lose a battle to cancer last week. And what day was it? Was it last week or the week before? April 27th. There it is. April
okay.
27th, he lost a battle to cancer. Yeah, pancreatic cancer. First, they didn't say, what he had, but look, this guy had a hell of a career, though. He was a politician. I think he was like the mayor or the governor
I
of
think it
some
was a
city.
mayor.
Right, I think he was a mayor. All right. He had a broadcasting career, and that led him into doing the Jerry Springer show from 1991 to 2018. Okay.
Dang, that was the longest running, wasn't it?
He ran long. Okay. There was even a Jerry Springer podcast that ended in 2022. He also became Judge Jerry. He was a judge, I guess, on TV from from 2019 to 2022. So he was pretty active until probably just last year.
Wow.
I mean, sucks for the guy. I mean, he was up there in age too. I believe he was what, 80 or close to 80, right?
I
He was
think he was
born in
close to 80.
44,
Yes, he was already he was 78.
79,
Oh, 79. Okay.
79. So, he lasted, I mean, not lasted, but, he was around for a long time. And again, I remember, you know, just the Jerry Springer show always. They brought out fights. And and I'm sure part of his show had to have been made up.
Oh, a lot of it was. It was
Or it's not
scripted.
majority, right, or it's not majority of it because to me it doesn't make sense.
I
You
remember
know,
living in San Antonio and listening to the radio, and one of the people that they had that would come on did the Jerry Springer show, and she said that they were advised for more views that it would be in their favor if they had altercations.
right.
I'd
Yeah,
like to go on.
these confrontations were often promoted by scripted shouting or violence on stage.
Yep.
Okay, so a lot of it, I guess, like the fights and stuff were scripted.
Yep. Some of them started like they would egg you on and push the buttons, and then boom, they'd hype that person up so much that they get ticked off and start fighting. And then didn't he have a guy named, what was his
Steve,
bodyguard? Yeah, doesn't he have
Steve,
his own show too?
he has his own show.
That is trying to be like Jerry Springer, right?
No, it's a little different. It's a little different than that.
Okay. I
You
haven't
know,
really watched it. I knew he had a show.
I've seen it. I've seen it. It's not nothing crazy.
Is it
You
like
know,
is it like a mix of Maury and Jerry?
something like that.
Uh
Something like that. I mean, I haven't seen the crazy fights.
no, I can't beat Jerry Springer, man.
No,
That's a
no, not at
classic.
all. Not
That's a
at
classic.
all. Not at all. Not at all. You know, but it is what it is. So we reached that point in our show where I got nothing left on my sheet. We got it all in a little bit under an hour more or less, but that's good. Your final thoughts, Anna, on anything?
um, I just think that, well, my condolences to Jerry Springer's family. That's sad to lose such an icon in television. Um, and I just think with this poor 16-year-old human being that I hope if that man did do it because of race, that he's punished more severely than just a regular crime. I think we have to stop the hate because we're
Yeah,
all human.
yeah, we are. I mean, we're trying, but that's a long road, man. That's it's hard. Oh, it's hard to kind of change
Stop the
some of these
discrimination.
process. Yeah, it's very hard. I think people don't understand, or some do,
And they don't
some
want to understand
right, and some don't want to understand. But people need to get their shit straight and their thoughts together in order.
and learn to
Like,
respect other people
yeah.
and their views.
Well, let me tell you something. I mean, one of the reasons why this show was started was that was to show that, hey, look, you know what? Even though there's a difference of opinions, your views are still respected. Your views are still listened to, right? There's,
Right.
just because I don't agree with you doesn't mean I gotta hate you. Just because
Exactly.
we don't agree doesn't mean you're right and I'm wrong. Okay.
Gotcha.
And as long as you respect,
Keyword respect.
okay, as long as you respect the other individual's thoughts and wishes, then there's not a problem. The problem comes is when you start, disrespecting, the person's views. Like, I mean, I'll tell you something I do, and because I'm sick and tired of it. I know a person that is always telling me, "God bless you, God bless you, God bless you." And when I tell this person, I go, "Listen, I don't believe in that. So please don't give me your God bless yous because I don't want to hear that. That's not who I am, you know."
Hmm.
But they still keep on going. What am I going to do the next time I see this person?
Bitch slapper. No, I'm just kidding.
That they tell me, "Hey, God bless you." I'm going to say, "Yes, same. Satan blesses you too." Okay. And when they tell me something stupid, I'm like, well, I believe in Satanism, which I really don't. I don't believe in any of
I
that.
wouldn't even bring it up joking.
Okay. But you know what it is that when you get tired of that, it gets to a point where it's like, hey, look, I've already asked you once, asked you
Not to
twice,
say it. That should be
right?
respecting you.
Respect me. If you're not going to, now I'm gonna get you back
But why stoop to that level?
because they need to understand that if it bothers them, when I
That
tell
that's
them
how it bothers you?
that's how it bothers me. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, am I stooping to their level? Yes, I am. Do I fucking care? No, I don't.
Well, as long as you don't care, you do what's you, what's good for you.
Okay? Because as long as you respect me and I respect you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay? Listen, guys, again, share this show with your friends, with your enemies, with your Christian followers, your Satan followers, with your frenemies, whatever you want to follow in life,
When
share
you're
it with
racist
them.
people, when you're
Okay?
racist people,
Yeah, you know what? Share with the racist people. Let them know that, hey, you don't have to be that way. You know?
because we are the world.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, look, again, you might not agree with what we're speaking, or you might agree with what we're speaking. But at the end of the day, this show is always speaking it real. We'll catch you next week.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. Speaking with You is brought to you by Clovercrest Media. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. You can listen to us wherever you get your podcast. See you next week.